guys, welcome back to Brianna is I'm back with another freaking banger. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you will know when I post. So yeah, I really like this new song by DDG. So that and Nice for What have been on repeat, and Lecrae Worth It. That's really been sticking to my soul lately. Anyway, so yeah, I have been in a really tough spot as far as just like mindset wise. Not really like, I sound a tiny bit ungrateful, but not really like lifestyle wise, but just mindset wise. Recently I literally just got, you already see by the title, I literally just got fired. Well, let me not use that word. Terminated. That's the word they used with me. Terminated from my job. And that really, like, at first, like, I was at peace with it, and like now I'm looking for jobs and stuff like that. I am still, it's still a part of me that's weirdly at peace with it, but it's just like, what now? Have you ever had that moment where it's just like, what's next? What's next? What now? And you're talking to God and you're like, okay, like, what's up? Like, that was a dub. Like, what's next? Like, that wasn't for me, so what am I doing wrong? So I've just really been in a place of literally trying to figure it out. And if anybody that knows me personally knows that I have so many innovative things that I want to put out in the world and do in the world and stuff like that. So I really think God was just making that space for me to, hold on. Okay, so if you have seen my, what do you call it? My title already, you know that I have gotten terminated, fired from my last job. I'm going to insert a clip a while ago where I was really excited about this job. Let me tell you, the struggle has been so real with me trying to find a job. I just gave y'all the exciting news that I went on a job interview this week. Yeah, this week, and it was amazing. Excited. It was basically a fundraising job for Save the Children, and it taught me a whole lot. And I'm at the point in my life where I don't want to move without being intentional. I don't want to move without purpose. So I felt like that was the perfect job for me, to be able to stand up for something that I actually really believe in, and basically I want to fight for. And I think that in any position that you work in, you have to do it with purpose. Because if you don't, it's a whole lot that comes with that, you do, a whole lot of karma that comes with that you don't want to deal with. So when I say that, say for instance, like my grandma, she recently just had surgery, or incision, I'll say incision, to get something implanted in her heart to monitor basically her body. And the nurses were very, like, they always come off kind of like hardcore to me. And when I think of a nurse, I think of somebody that's nurturing, somebody that's full of compassion, somebody that's completely selfless, and somebody that always, no matter what patient they have, look at the patient as family. Shout out to Adriana, she just texted me. And somebody that looks at every patient like they're a part of your family. Because let's just be honest, you have a different, let me say this, you have a different type of compassion for your family versus a stranger off the street. But God's divine plan is for us to have the same compassion that we have for our families, to have that same compassion for strangers. So that's, when I think of a nurse, that's what comes to mind. But in this particular situation, the nurses were very nonchalant. I won't say they didn't care how my grandma was doing, but she literally just had a heart, something placed in her heart, and they were giving her like Tylenol when she needed like morphine. And basically we had to make a ruckus, not really a ruckus, a nice ruckus, like saying she needs this instead of giving her something that could be bought at a store, you know. So it took all of that for them to treat her how she needed to be treated. And I'm really big on spirits and discernment, and I just felt like, don't work a job like that unless you have purpose there, unless that is your calling, okay? Like, that is one of the biggest things that ticks me off. So now moving forward in my life, I try to pick positions where I know that it's going to be purposeful for me, where I'm going to be most productive, where I'm going to be most needed in the world. I try not to go out after things that are going to make me miserable, because that's going to show in my work. That's going to bleed out to my customers and stuff like that. And I don't want that. I do not want that. I don't want any bad vibes. So I try to place myself in the best situations possible for where I feel that I need to be, where I feel that I'm needed. Anyway, so with this job, I felt like I was putting myself in a position where I was being purposeful. So when I lost the job, it really took me aback, because I'm just like, dang God, like, I went out with the right intentions. I feel like, you know, I'm making a difference in this world, and I'm being full of purpose, and I feel like I have given it all my all, and I got terminated. So what's up? Like, I got strong faith in you, and I expect you to come through for me and stuff like that. So I have these conversations with God all the time, and it really helps me through. Let me check my camera. Okay, so I have these conversations with God literally all the freaking time. Like, what's up, God? I tell him when I'm upset. I tell him when I expect certain things. Of course, having me do my part. But I let him know those things. But anyway, I got terminated. So I'm really like, God, what's up? Like, that was a dub. Like, what is going on? Oh, let me tell you a story. Before I tell my conversation with the guy. So basically, with this job, what you're supposed to do every day, it's a regular 9 to 5. You go out majority of the time on Broad Street, and it's actively fundraising. So you're face-to-face fundraising. You try to stop people and basically get them to stop. Tell them about the organization Save the Children. Tell them the problem. Tell them what solutions we provide, and try to really get them involved, and sign them up to become a member, to donate $20 a month, pretty much. So that was the gist of it. And I was having issues stopping people. I'm not like a loudmouth person. I'm very chill. I'm very laid back. I don't mind talking to people at all. I'm just not like, STOP, stop, you know. I'm not doing all that. I'm just like, hi, how are you doing today? Stick my hand out, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, and try to get them to stop that way. And majority of the people were just that stopped for me literally stopped on their own. I didn't really have to put in much, and I appreciated those people that I didn't have to like be all extra for and stuff like that. So I did get people to stop, but the issue was I wasn't getting enough people to stop. Or when I did get people to stop, and they just, you can read people's body language when they felt pressured or when they got uncomfortable. It's just like, you know what, have a nice day or whatever like that. I'm not about to press you about an issue. But what I learned in that job was the most important thing was I got upset a lot, because I just felt like, okay, I have a message to share. Like, we have some issues in this country, literally all over the world, that I'm just trying to advocate for. You should really stop and listen, just to be aware, even if you don't want to become a member. And people will literally walk past you as you're greeting them, and it's like, I dealt with a lot of rejection, which is okay. I mean, it's whatever. But sometimes certain things did get me really tight, just about just how people just treat you when you're speaking to them. They think you want something from them. And like I said, the important thing was just really to advocate for the issues, and the icing on the top is, okay, support it. You can do, there is something that you can do about it. So anyways, that whole experience, that was every day, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. And I feel like it was pretty cool. I have wonderful co-workers. It's nice to be surrounded with like-minded people, or people who have a heart to change the world, pretty much. So basically, the quota is to get 5 sign-ups within 3 days, and it was my I think 3rd or 4th week working, and I got 2 sign-ups within the first 2 days, so I had to get 3 sign-ups in the 3rd day, and I ended up getting no sign-ups at all that 3rd day. So when I came back in the next day, they let me know that my position was terminated, being that I didn't meet the quota in 3 days. Now, I could have, you know, argued about it and stuff like that, because I just felt like you can at least give me a week notice, or let me finish out the week and see how I do. You don't know how my numbers are going to turn out, and go from there. But I was just like, you know what, whatever. Like, I didn't really fight for it. It was just like, okay, like, on to the next. Like, I'm not going to, you know, dwell in it too much. But I did leave a couple of days, like, it really just set in, like, oh my god, like, I really lost my job, and I'm not trying to go back to not working again. Like, what am I going to do? Y'all are so excited about this job, so I'm just like, okay, God, like, what the hell is going on? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I don't know what to do. And so this time around, while I'm not working, I'm really going to utilize my time wisely with the things that I want to do. I do have a part-time job, which is cool. It does not make a lot of money, but like I said, I'm going to use this extra time to really invest in myself and build my own brand and stuff like that. I have been slacking, and not to even put up a facade. Sometimes I feel like some of the things that I think about of creating and stuff like that, sometimes I don't feel worthy to have those things. So when I put that in my mind, I kind of like, procrastination becomes my biggest enemy. Like, I'm put this off, I'm put this off, I'm put this off, I'm put this off, because I always have the question to God on what's next, when He's telling me to go forth and do what you need to do. Work for yourself. Are you willing to wake up at 5:30 in the morning, talk to me, get direction, get guidance, treat yourself well, and put in 8 hours of work a day for yourself? Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to have that discipline every single day, to get up early in the morning, to hear from me, to do that? And so that's where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna see how that goes, my journey of truly trying to pursue entrepreneurship in this year. What we are in April, about to go to May. So this is really a pivotal moment for me to go ahead and try to get these things done that I really want to see. So like I said, the advice I want to give is, I don't know what it is, but well, I do know what it is, but I'll just say this. Sometimes we get to a very low point, and and it takes you to really quiet your mind, because if you think about it, all your thoughts are emerging. Your thoughts are competing for your attention. So it really takes you to quiet your mind for that inner voice or that inner strength to come up out of you and say, you know what, okay, I can do this, and I am going to do this. So when you're in a low spot, it's just like, really try to tune all of your thoughts out that are telling you that you can't, that are telling you that you're not worth it, and this, that, and this, that, and the other. And if you are spiritual and you do know a little bit of the Bible, and you have read a quote or something that's uplifting, that became grounded in your heart as you were reading it, if you quiet your mind, those words will come up out of nowhere and remind you, I am a conqueror. I'm more than a conqueror. Yeah, I am the head and not the tail. I am a lender and not a borrower. Borrower. Yeah, anything that is deeply rooted in you of positivity, those are the things that will bring you up through your low moments and remind you who you are. That's so important for you to know who you are at the end of the day, whether you're having a low moment or not. And that's why I got up today, and that's why I made this video, to let you all know that God is so good, and I'm so happy that I have this privilege, this platform that I'm building, to not only inspire you guys, but also inspire myself as I walk this journey. So please continue to walk with me. If you enjoyed this story time, let me know. I'm gonna start doing way more story times, because so much crazy crap has happened to me, and it's just amazing how, like, God brings me out every single time. I've had various of low moments. So I am going to basically, well, y'all can do this with me too. Commit something to yourself, something of self-care. So what I've started to do with my hair every day, shout out to Brittany, what I've started to do with my hair every day is I have a ritual for it. And that's basically, I wet it, you know, and I put my product on it. It's called Garnier. Hold on, let me go get it. It's a really good product. Okay, so here is the product. I hope you all can see it. It's really good. But I put this on my hair every morning. I part it in 4, and I make sure everything is covered and stuff like that. That's something that I committed myself to doing. It could be very small, but something with self-care. That could be waking up, writing every morning, anything. If you have any ideals for self-care or a commitment or a ritual, please comment down and let me know what you all do to make yourselves feel good. But I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.